Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. I know a lot of things have changed. I drifted the Outback, so that was pretty cool, and I will show footage of that right now. So to kick us off, I mean, hey, Happy New Year, everybody. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be showing you guys the Outback and building it into a drift car. And I wanted to come on here and go over our 2024 goals and exactly what we're going to achieve this season, this coming up drift season. It is January. Our first event is looking more March, April. So we are going to be on the lookout for that, but we're mainly going to be hitting up Englishtown and Pocono Raceway. So there is a lot of events going on, a lot of opportunities to showcase the Outback and what it can do, especially from a BP chassis, because there's not a lot of BP drift cars that are out right now. So we're just gonna get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. I have curated this beautiful board, as you can see, for our 2024 goals, especially for the actual wagon itself. So come on over here. So in light of the 2024 drift season coming up, like I said, it's January, so it's cold. There's literally snow on the ground. We have a huge list of things that we have to do to the Outback. This is going to be a big undertaking just because of the amount of stuff that we have to do in converting it. This was a kind of base model, naturally aspirated automatic transmission Outback, and it still is a naturally aspirated automatic transmission Outback. What we did to achieve the all-wheel drive was my buddy and I, we took out the front axles in the transmission.
It drove. It's a rear-wheel drive Outback.
Then we had to find the wires to the locking center diff, and that would be able to lock, obviously, the center diff. We tricked the actual TCM into thinking that the center diff has to be locked, and it sent most of the power to the rear.
Now you're gonna come under the dash here, and oh, there's a little button, and then you will hear a thud, which is exactly what happened. And now your Subaru is now 100% rear-wheel drive.
It was definitely slower than what it was all-wheel drive, but it still went out there and it still drifted, and it proved that the chassis is perfect for what we want to do with it. And that was the whole point of just getting the car out on the track and seeing what it can do. So now that we know that it is a proven chassis, we have created the Drift Wagon list and what we need this season to get this car at its absolute peak performance. The best outcome of this season. The best outcome of this season is if we can do 5 events. If we can drift 5 events this season, I will be thrilled over the moon. Like, nothing breaking, everything just going perfectly.
It was perfect. Perfect.
If we're able to do it, have just a full 257 mated to the 6-speed transmission, all the axles, the hubs, the drive shafts, the differential, all of those goodies put into the car, especially with brand new standalone ECU to mate with the CAN bus system in the BP chassis. At the end of the day, this is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable, just to go out and drift something that you have worked so hard for. Just go have fun with it. Things Crap breaks, things happen. We are going to just enjoy every step of the process. Obviously, things are going to be frustrating. My computer just fell asleep. Things are going to be frustrating. I hope I didn't just pause the recording there, because that would have sucked. Things are going to be frustrating. We're just going to have fun with it. That's the bottom line. And hoping body kit. Now, there is a body kit from Fenderist, but they're based out in Ukraine, and obviously with everything going on over there, we won't be able to get anything from them. And also, I think I have to pay in like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something like that. I'm good. So we might end up making our own body kit this season, which would be pretty cool. The things we need to order, the things we have to do, those are the main things. So our number one, we got to stock up on tires and wheels, and right now is probably the best time. So I will be going online, ordering some new tires, and we're getting wheels. We're probably going to be rocking 17s, maybe 18s. I don't really know, because we also have to figure out the actual suspension dynamics of the car. Stocking up tires and wheels, that is a necessity. We need to order the clutch and the linkage rebuild. So the clutch and the linkage rebuild, I do have a 5-speed transmission that we will be putting in the Outback this season. That's going to be the biggest thing to order. I have to order racing seats. I went out and drifted in the Outback in just normal seats. I was rolling all around in the interior. So we need racing seats, absolute necessity. Number 4 is going to be my new wheel and quick release. I hate the freaking wheel that's in the Outback, the stock. That's just gotta go. Plus, it's going to be a full race car, so we have to get the detachable wheel. Come on now. We're going to stock up on Subaru hardware. I think this is one of the biggest things that people forget about, especially when you're working on cars, is literally you can go order a crap ton of hardware. It doesn't matter what it is, but Subaru mainly uses all 10, 12, 14 millimeter bolts for basically everything, whether it's the engine bay or just the body. We will be getting a new exhaust for the Outback, so I'd ordered this exhaust that is currently on the car that I went and used for the drift event. I ordered it on Walmart because they had a fantastic deal on it. It was like during Black Friday, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. And the exhaust is terrible. It did not made up whatsoever. You get what you pay for. That's what I meant. Number 7 is going to be obviously the new diff, and because we're going to manual transmission, I don't have to trick the TCM into doing anything. All we have to do is just take the front axles out, weld the center diff, and weld the rear diff. Best case scenario, if we can get all the STI parts, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to save us so much time. But for the time being, we're still sticking with the 5-speed, so we will have to weld the center diff and the rear diff. So the ECU, we are either going to be breaking the current one, so then we're able to apply the new tunes onto the car and everything like that, or we're just going to go ahead and buy a standalone and put that together, which I'm more leaning towards. It's going to be a lot more money doing it that way. But it's just going to save us a time of hassle, especially when we do go to a turbo engine. We're going to upgrade the radiator and we're going to upgrade the cooling. I have replaced this radiator in this car 3 times, and they were all stupid, cheap plastic radiators from CarQuest. But hey, they were pretty cheap, so I'm not really going to complain about that. We are going to be doing a full interior delete and weight reduction, so we're taking everything out. But we're putting in a speaker system, because who doesn't love music? And I want to have music while I'm drifting, and I want to feel cool. We are going to be putting on new headlights, LED. I don't know if I'm going to get them custom made or if I'm just going to buy a new set and kind of do my own. But we'll see. But it will be getting new headlights. So we will be getting a Mantis angle kit. They make a kit for an Impreza. Not exactly sure if it will mount up perfectly to the Outback, but from the photos I've seen, the videos that I've watched, it's most Subarus are Legos. My subframe bushings, and we have to delete the subframe spacers because it's an Outback. So Subaru went ahead and put these rubber spacers on all the subframes and lifts it up probably about an inch. So once we get those spacers off, I will actually have to go and get a Legacy GT subframe, so that the steering rack will mount up to the actual pinion, and I'll be able to put my downpipe in there no problem when we do get a turbo. So I do have to get new subframes, And the rear subframes, we have to pull that. We have to do all brand new bushings. We're going to be doing all brand new lateral arms, everything back there. We're just going to go ahead and upgrade the fuel system as well, because we're going to need some help in it. The motor currently that's in the car right now, it's weird. We went and drifted it. It did phenomenal. Now the motor definitely has a knock. Very minimal, and I'm very diligent with doing the oil changes on the thing to make sure it's still okay and it's still working. So as long as that motor's still running, it's gonna stay in there and do what it has to do to prove the chassis still. And then we'll probably switch over to a full STI swap. But that is the drift wagon list and the things that we have to do to get ready. We have about 3 months. I just bit my lip. We have about 3 months to get everything ready for the most part. Now, this is me being very ambitious and wanting to do this with excellence, but I'm not really a professional. And I don't have a team. I do have a team. So if you guys didn't know, I am a part of a brand new drift team called Team No Lift. We got my buddy Craig, who has his G35 coupe, and we have our buddy Will, who has his FRS that he drifts, but also has an S13 that he's doing a LS swap in. We're gonna be building this drift team this season. So just be on the lookout for some Team No Lift content. It's gonna be exciting. So I hope you guys are excited. That's what we have to do to get everything ready. It's gonna be very time consuming. So if anybody watching this video can help a brother out, if you have some suggestions or any questions that you know I might run into or anything like that, please share your excellence. I'm open to opinions. I love it. That's it. That's the plan, and that's what we're gonna do. So hey, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, give me a like, share it, do whatever you gotta do. Hopefully we can keep up this kind of content thing. I know it's a little shorter video, but I just wanted to...
I've been editing for 6 hours.
Let's do it. 2024, you're gonna see drifting Subaru Outback, baby. Woo!